A blessed day to all learners. Get ready and prepare yourselves as we embark on a journey to learn and enjoy this video. Today, we'll be studying the teaching profession, professional education bullets, set 7. Stay safe, and may God bless you always. This is Teacher Lumaban, and welcome to my YouTube channel.
Commit your way to the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Psalm 37 verse 5. RA 8047, known as the Book Publishing Industry Development Act, recognized that the book publishing industry has a significant role in national development, considering that books which are its products are instrumental in the citizenry's intellectual, technical, and cultural development, the basic social foundation for the economic and social growth of the country. RA 8941, known as the Flag and Heraldic Code of the Philippines, approved on February 12, 1998, proved the design of the national flag, hoisting and display of the national flag, conduct of flag-raising ceremony, pledge to the flag, the national anthem, and the national motto. RA 8545 amended RA 6728 to establish a fund for the purpose of subsidizing salaries of private school teachers. RA 9155, known as an act instituting a frame of work of governance for basic education, establishing authority and accountability, renaming the Department of Education, Culture, and Sports as the Department of Education, was approved on August 11, 2001. Progressivism connotes growth and development and is described by engaging students in problem-solving activities that is a reflection of the personal and social experiences that can help them in solving their own real-life problem. Progressivism is where there is an environment that stimulates or invites participation, involvement, and the democratic process. Existentialism is defined as the philosophy of subjectivity of selfhood whose fundamental doctrine proclaims man's freedom in the accomplishment of his destiny. Reconstructivism covers the underlying factors that constitute reality or society and where students are encouraged to become involved in the problems, whether political, social, or economical, that confronts the society and is able to arrive at solutions in order to reconstruct society. Perennialism maintains that education involves confronting the problems and questions that have challenged people over the centuries. Teachers are not punishers but counselors, as mandated by the law that no teacher should inflict corporal punishments to the students. Essentialism is concerned with the fundamental of education, skill and knowledge, without which a person can't be either individually or socially efficient. A pragmatist teacher is one who focuses on the things at work and what works is not only for himself but also for the entire community. In line with Reconstructivism, emphasis in education should be on how to become economically self-reliant. Partnership between the school administrators, faculty, and the community is the best attribute to bring about better programs and initiatives. Respect for authority requires the teachers to be careful with the statements he/she tells about superiors, especially in front of his/her students. An integral part of the teaching process is classroom management. The fundamental moral principle is do good and avoid evil. Moral example has greater effect on pupils' discipline than laws and codes of punishment, is an advice for teachers from Confucius. According to Max Scheler's hierarchy of values, values of the holy is the highest form of values. The Ten Commandments is the basic foundation of Christian morality, which guides their behavior and dealing with moral issues. Epicureanism is a philosophy that is summarized by, eat, drink and be merry, for tomorrow you will die. Plato is an idealist that believes that the truth is universal and changeless. A theory of philosophy that defines views about learner, the teachers, and the school is the philosophy of education. The 10 countries that belong to the ASEAN are Philippines, Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam, and Singapore. The ASEAN Economic Community are 10 countries working together with a market of 600 million people with the goal of free trade. Free trade includes the flow of goods, services, investment capital, skilled labor, and professional mobility. Professional Qualification Framework is a national policy describing the levels of educational qualifications and sets the standards for qualification outcomes. Philosophy is defined as the quest for truth based on logical reasoning aside from the factual observation. The branches of philosophy are metaphysics, epistemology, axiology, and logic. Metaphysics deals with the nature of being and reality, essence, truth, space, time, causation, essence of God, and the origin and purpose of the universe. The subdivisions under metaphysics are cosmology, teleology, and ontology. Cosmology explains and theorized on the origin and the nature of the universe, including creationism and evolutionism. Teleology explains the purpose in the universe. Ontology deals with the meaning of existence and tries to resolve the question of whether existence is identical with space, time, nature, spirit, or God. Epistemology is the study of knowledge. The subdivisions under epistemology are agnosticism, skepticism, posteriori, and priori. Agnosticism is the doctrine that conclusive knowledge of ultimate reality is an outright impossibility and claims that it is impossible for man to prove the existence of God. Skepticism is the doctrine that any true knowledge is impossible and everything is open to doubt. The advocates of skepticism were Pyrrho and René Descartes. Posteriori advanced the idea that knowledge comes from experience. Priori is the reasoning that knowledge comes from pure reason alone, and knowledge is independent and comes from experience. Axiology seeks to rationalize the questions like what is value and what are the values to be desired in living and the likes. The two subdivisions of axiology are ethics and aesthetics. Ethics is defined as the art and science that deals with the morality of human acts. Morality means the distinction between right and wrong. Aesthetics is fundamentally concerned with beauty and standards or tests of values. Logic is the science and art of correct thinking and correct reasoning. The different areas of concern of logic are induction, deduction, syllogism, and dialect. Induction is reasoning that is done through the process of inferring a general law or principle from the observation of particular instances to a general conclusion. Deduction is reasoning through a process that is from a general principle to specific included within the scope of that principle. Syllogism is argumentation in which a conclusion is derived from two propositions called premises. Major term is the predicate of conclusion found in major premise. Minor term is the subject of conclusion, found in minor premise. Middle term is found in two premises and not in the conclusion. Dialect is a means of discovering the truth by proceeding from an assertion or thesis to a denial or antithesis and finally reconciling the two into synthesis. Human act is an act that proceeds from the deliberate free will of man. Acts of man is an act that does not proceed from the deliberate free will of man, is sometimes instinctive. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4 verse 13.
I hope you enjoyed and learned something new from our topic on the teaching profession. If you learned something from this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. If you have comments, questions, or suggestions, you can leave a message in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Hoping that we meet again in my next video, and God bless you always. It is the Teacher Lumaban YouTube channel.